Come on down to sample class. We gonna have ourselves a time. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Copy this thing right here. Throw this in the old Discord. Y'all, I was about to at everyone in the Discord and I started typing at Gmail like a loser. I'm not attached to my phone, but I do feel weird without it. God, I'm so old. Let's see. Sorry, the chat is currently unavailable. That's a lie. Oh, stream is private. That's not going to help anybody. I don't know how that got set to private. This will certainly be weird. Wonder if I should just do a new one. Oh no. There goes the people. What's up, guys? Today we find out if Gasoline Greg made me waste $99. That's what's up, Eclipse. We're gonna find out if Greg made me lose my hard-earned money. It's 3 sample packs, Greg. That's 3 sample packs. On what? On Easy Keys 2, my guy. On Easy Keys 2. I'm surprised Toontrack didn't like take advantage of the AI craze and start calling their shit AI. That's what I would do. Let me log into you guys, anybody want to take this opportunity to trigger me while I am downloading the Omnisphere update? Instead of easy keys, we call it AI keys. There we go. Maldo's on it. New Keyscape creative patches. Yeah, it came out today. It dropped today. So I don't, what do I do here? How do I upload this shit? Oh, log in. Boom. Yesterday, it came out the 16th. Here we go. Was buffering my stream? shit, I got 6,000 kilobytes per second going out and no drop frames. Dude, this shit looks fantastic on my end. Update. All right, let me update. Oh my god, I don't know. I hate like Spectrasonics is such an amazing company, but they still got us fucking downloading files from their website like we're peasants. Like, if y'all don't put together a damn fucking if y'all don't put together a one of them things, y'all know what I'm talking about. Those like the authorization centers. Well, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? I better put together some authorization centers. All right. So. Software update. What's up, Sicario? Software update. Patch library. Wow. Install. What's up, my dog? Yo, y'all don't got nothing to alley-oop me while I do this boring install. I mean, it's fine if y'all just want to listen to me click my mouse. That's cool. I do that. Installation. Close. Patch library. And you gotta install like 3 joints. You got to install Omnisphere, the software, Omnisphere, the patch library, Omnisphere, the sound source update. Like, bro, my governor is tripping. What's he doing now? That's 33. Blame the pirates. That new bill that will be signed, bro. You dog. What new bill? What are we talking about? Throw me a real alley oop. You got all them words. You got all them words at your disposal in that chat space. Oh, you talk about e-verify? Oh, nah, y'all are bugging. Y'all are bugging about that. I don't I don't like the I don't like the identity. No, let me say this. I really don't like the identity politics that Ron DeSantis gets into. I don't like his posturing for, like the racist base of the Republican Party, but having construction workers fucking use E-Verify and having everybody use E-Verify, like, bro, let me tell you, because y'all hear that. Well, I'm not going to assume where you get your news from, but I'm like, I worked, I mean, I still work in construction, but I have like such a different role. But I worked in the construction industry for like as a construction worker for 20 years, right? With, in the mud with the fucking, you know, them girls who do drywall that are bad as fuck, that you fucking know don't have papers. You know what I'm saying? Because if they had papers, they wouldn't be putting mud on drywall. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And bro, like that whole process of doing E-Verify, whenever we would do it for um what's it called, uh like a government job, like the VA or the airport, you know what I mean? Anything where they were using taxpayer money, a couple things happened, right? Like the Marlins ballpark, when we built that, a couple things would happen. You would be paid prevailing wage, which prevailing wage means you would be paid at union scale, even though Florida's a right to work state and nobody gets paid union wage because we have like really weak unions down here. So they would have to pay you union wage. And in order to qualify for that, you would have to go through E-Verify. And all you had to do to get E-Verify, you would do this one time. Like, you did this one time in your career, and then for the rest of eternity of your construction career, you were fine with E-Verify. So all you had to do was go to the we'd have one day where we would all go to a place to go get fingerprinted, so they could verify your identity or whatever, and then boom, you were good to go. You were in the E-Verify system, and then from that point on, you could move. Um, so in a place like Florida, right? And I can speak to this because I am one of those people that worked in that work in that industry, that worked in that industry. I started out making fucking $9 an hour. You know what I mean? Like, I know all about it. And the reason why, and it's not just like undocumented workers who make shit wages. It's everybody. But the reason why is the whole thing with the with that vibe, is that there's no it's like the drug war, right? The undocumented worker is is the user, and the owners of the cartels or the corporations who are able to exploit these people, and then through their exploitation, they exploit the rest of the labor base, because they leverage them being able to perform the labor jobs for a cheaper price, and then that's it. Now look, those undocumented people that they say, like, all of them. First of all, none of the construction sites in Florida have stopped. Let me just tell you that. I don't know, like none of the construction sites in Florida have stopped. Not one of them. It is the only industry that we have down here. We don't have STEM. You know what I mean? We don't have manufacturing. All we do is build hotels for rich people to come to. That's the only thing that we do. But if you don't penalize the employers, which is what that bill's about, that bill's not about, hating Spanish people. You know what I mean? That bill's about, like, listen, we need the power to penalize the employer for continuing these practices, so that we can actually use the market to raise wages, right? Because it's a systemic problem, and there has to be some point of pain in this solution. And if it means, if it like the people that do go home, what you're not realizing is many of them are like going are the, like that was the plan anyway. You know what I mean? People come to Florida to work construction, like undocumented people. They come to Florida to work construction to hit a lick because it pays way better than picking tomatoes in Immokalee. It pays way better than doing sugarcane in Pahokee. You know what I'm saying? Like it pays so much better than that. So they come here, they hit a lick for 3-4 years doing construction. That's why they're the happiest people on the job site. Like it's mad weird, bro. Like all the white people who got like the awesome electrician jobs and the tech jobs. I'm telling you, you go to a construction site at the end of the day, they're going into their company truck with their corporate benefits and they're bitching like blah, 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 blah. The motherfucking drywallers and the iron workers walking out smiling. They're working, they're working with their with a lot of times it's their families. You see couples out there that are working. They be here for 2 years and then they go back to their country and then take that money and put it in their community. And like, bro, I mean, I talk to them, like, and it's been the story for fucking as long as I've been doing it. So what is a better solution than penalizing the employers who are breaking the law? Because I don't think that you should penalize undocumented people, because it's not like super like super crazy people. They'll be like, oh, they're breaking the law, they're illegal. Like it's such a stupid word. They're not breaking the law. The fucking the people who are hiring them and making it so that a kid out of high school can't earn a living wage because a living wage to the undocumented people is so much lower. Though, like those owners are the people who are ruining the state. It's not the undocumented people. Brito says, I was recently in Kissimmee and my cousin showed me a site where workers left and they were constructing a huge wall on the side of the highway to block the sounds from getting into the community. What does your cousin do? Tupapa says, I believe we should bring all manufacturing back to the U.S. As consumers. We should listen. Manufacturing is coming back to the U.S. It's like all this shit that's happening with the world like becoming multipolar, and it like that's just going to benefit the US because all this shit's gonna have to come back. Like them situations in Taiwan, like we're just gonna make the chips, bro. You know. Watch. It's a 10-year plan. Okay, so I got patch library, software update. One more. Analog banger. Same thing happened in the UK. They're shutting down the borders worldwide. The British are complaining now because we have no one to pick their fruits. Well, that's the thing, right? So Florida is like, other than construction, our other huge business is agriculture. Like we produce a lot of sugar. We used to produce a lot of beef. Produce like sod farms. Like if you look at Florida, there's it's a huge state, and we do a lot of agriculture, and we do a lot of we have a lot of migrant workers who fucking live in fucked up conditions, bro. Absolutely, absolutely terrible conditions. And the reason why that's able to happen is because nobody can go at the people who own this land, and there's no repercussions with any teeth, bro. So there needs to be in order to fix this problem, there has to be like, yo, we got to take this opportunity away from away from you guys, so that the owners of the business can figure out how the fuck they're going, what are we going to do? Like, I remember there's this documentary on Netflix, and it was about these people in these migrants in Immokalee, Florida. They picked the tomatoes for Publix, and they were petitioning Publix. They just wanted, could you put 0.5 of a penny extra on your prices for what's it called? For your damn for your tomatoes, you know what I mean? That would make all the difference in the world to us. We're just, we just need you to sell it for a little bit more so that we can get our raise. And motherfucking Publix said no. They were just like, nah, we're not doing that. So left to their own devices, a company like Publix, which is the largest supermarket chain in the world, in the United States, they get to go around selling subs and doing feel good fucking commercials during the holidays that tug at your heartstrings, and they do it all on the backs of undocumented fucking labor, bro. And they gotta that shit has to get fixed. Like, it absolutely has to get fixed, right? There is like, see this, bro. When I said trigger me, I didn't mean for you to go this deep, dog, but here we are. Like, because here's the thing, dude. Like, I ride through these areas constantly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've fucking been to Immokalee, bro. Like, I was just in Pahokee and Belglade today, and that shit puts me in the worst mood, because you see it you see it firsthand. Like, you're driving through, you see all the sugar cane, you see it's like literally a mountain of sugar outside, that they got to take to make the sugar cane. And then you drive by where everybody lives, and it looks like fucking Syria. You know what I mean? It's a literal food desert. They do not have supermarkets. You know what I mean? Like, the closest thing, because I remember, like, I fast until probably about like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I'll get a protein bar. I eat when I get home, right? That's just from like working in the sun all these years, and like if I eat lunch, I'm just gonna fall asleep and not get nothing done. So I remember going to, the first time I worked out there, just looking, just looking for a Publix. Like, I wanted, like, or a supermarket. I just wanted to go get a couple bananas and an apple, because it was hot as shit. You know what I mean? Couldn't find nothing. Couldn't find nothing, bro. 2 taco trucks. And I mean, this is a place where, you know what I mean? Like, literally the sugar that sits on your shelf, you know what I'm saying, and all like the crazy shit that, all the crazy shit that we bitch about, like, is being provided to you by legit second class citizens. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers complaining about like not making 6 figures, you know what I mean, or or not being or not being able to afford god damn it. It's just, somebody's got to. My thing is, somebody's got to try something different. So I'm not quick to say that bill is a total loss until I see exactly what happens with it. You know what I mean? Because again, from what I've looked into about it, it is pointed at the owners of the companies, and I think that's who it should be pointed at. And I think it's unfortunate that this fucking weirdo niched into, the whole anti-woke thing to neutralize his base, and now anything that he tries to put through is going to be put under a racist light. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like, my girl just came back from Brazil, and they were talking about Ron DeSantis is a piece of shit, bro. They know about old meatball in Brazil, dude, which was crazy to me. Tupac Pa says, rebuild the infrastructure, implement trades programs in the high school, crime rate would go down, and I believe the return to the nuclear family would be possible. I mean, dude, the all that shit is coming because and it's gonna come because of AI. AI is going to wash the white collar class. And what's going to happen over the next generation is, you know, kids are going to see their parents who went and amassed student debt and, you know, did all the things that, you know, they thought that they were supposed to do, and they're going to be ass out, you know, and they're going to be looking for something to get into. And there's going to be a massive hole for people who just aren't afraid to use their hands and go sweat for a little bit. You know what I mean? Brito says he's stirring the pot on purpose and no one is stopping him. Yeah, it's goofy. It's goofy. It's goofy. The bill that doesn't allocate funds for multicultural. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's that bullshit, bro. That's that niching and racism for the fucking for the lols, bro. But you know, you're gonna see. That shit ain't gonna work out. All right, so here we are. All right, this is what the people wanted. Holy Popo, what's up, bro? What does it sound like up top? Is it worth it? We gonna find out, bro. Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my thing with Easy Keys, right? You know, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of think like, I kind of think like all these things suck, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like when I first discovered Easy Keys, you know, it was cool. I make scalar packs and ripcord packs, and you know, so those are great. Those are fantastic. But I don't know, man. These like, I feel like my experience with Easy Keys is, I looked at it and I was like, man, this is really cool. I'm gonna feed it a bunch of like MIDI files that I already got from different creators that I like, and I'm gonna switch the chords, you know, and it's gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna just come out. I'm gonna just come out and say it because I know you guys. I know you guys watch this content, but that first Easy Keys run that like MG did fucked a lot of you guys up for what you believed the capabilities of Easy Keys 1 was, okay? Because it was presented like, yo, you can capture a playing style using Melodyne and take Scott Storch's playing style and put whatever chords you want to it, and then it'll replay those chords in Scott Storch's playing style. And in theory, right, in a vacuum, That's what it should have done. But, and I don't know if Gasoline Greg is still here, right? I don't know if Gasoline Greg is still here because he went to the lab on that concept. I went to the lab on that concept, and Gasoline Greg was actually the first person that showed me Easy Keys, and I was like, holy shit, bro! Like he got me on Zoom and was like, yo, I got to show you something, and I was like, I'm not showing that to the internet. Back before everybody was like, I'm gonna show everybody how to do everything. Right? Because that made music better. Anyway. Anyway, dog. So so I get a text from Gasoline Gray because we've had a lot of conversations about Easy Keys and what his capability was, and a lot of those conversations between me and him centered on our frustration that it did not do what MG thought it was gonna do, where it was like you could take a playing style and wrap any other chords. And here's what I mean, right? So I like to use like this is my chord, right? Like you guys know what my chord is. My chord is this guy, right? That's my chord. I like the minor nine. I could design anything around that chord. It's my default, right? So if you here was the problem with Easy Keys 1, right? If you had, say, I don't know, like a pop progression, right? That was seventh. Say it was that once, that 1 4, that 1 5 6 4, whatever the excess of awesome chord progression is. So, and you were using all sevenths, right? What and you wanted to change those chords to 4 different chords that were using all sevenths. It would figure that out, and it would kind of put your melodies there, right? But if you wanted to use like cool chords, if you wanted to do anything that was like an 11th or a 13th that wasn't in the confines of the original playing style, nope, nope, no sir. It would have a heart attack. And I mean, like, it just would not play those chords. You know what I mean? It would. So anyway, do you guys understand? That was the problem. I'm sure you guys that were like a part of that content run, I'm sure you guys experienced it, because I remember at the time there were plenty of people who were like, "Man, I got Easy Keys and I got fucking Instacord and I got Melodyne, and I still can't make loops." You know what I mean? I don't understand what the fuck y'all are doing. And the thing was, somebody who had been doing music as long as I could, I would just take the MIDI that Easy Keys gave me, and I think this is what a lot of people were having to do that were trying to use that method. I would just fly the MIDI from Easy Keys out into the DAW, and then just manually fix it, right? So, oh, the AI wasn't helping? No, bro. It was not artificial intelligence. It was artificially obtuse, bro. Like that shit, the whole, like, I'm gonna take Scott Storch's playing style and put it to any chord. No, 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 no. No. It would not work. Like, I would have like cymatics MIDI that I was trying to put like Griselda chords on and shit like that, and it was not happening. It still sounded like. So anyway, I get a text from Greg, and Greg's like, yo, I gotta read the text, because it was. Greg says, tune track easy to yesterday at 9:43 p.m. So at 9:43 p.m., right? Greg hits me up, probably just got done working with it. He's like, Easy Key got it right this go around. 3 fire emojis. Do not sleep and thank me later. Now, There's two people. there's two people. There's two people that when it comes to music shit, whether it's like plugins, drum kits, hacks, or whatever, there's two people that a piece of gear that I should try. There's two people that I always listen to. Those two people are Gasoline Greg and Keyflow. Okay. Did they market it as AI? No. So I said, okay, all right. I asked him. I'm like, dude, what impressed you? Right? And then I get a phone call. And Gasoline Greg explains to me that apparently this version of Easy Keys, you can pick the chord with the color tone that you like, feed it a MIDI file, and it will actually do what MG had theorized that Easy Keys 1 should have done. And I believe that all the content that he made, insinuating that that's how he intended to use it, led them to tweak this system to be able to do it. But we're going to find out if it really can. So I'm familiar with this workflow because this is like Easy Bass, right? So we'll get some chords out here, right? Okay. Yep. Grab these. Drag this out. And I wonder everybody's a sample maker now, thanks to Easy Keys. Everyone's a sample maker now, thanks to Sample Class. Sign up for Sample Class today. Available at producercourses.com. Keep it simple, don't be basic. What's the best bundle for this? Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know what the best bundle is. All right, so let's see. We're going to need some MIDI. I wonder how smart this is. Because what it should do is just let me drag a MIDI in here, right? So we're gonna need a C. Oh, look at you. What do I do? I'm not using circle of fifths. Let's take this. Let's do this. All right. So, all right, whatever. That's a decent little vibe. So let's see how smart it is, right? You guys got to forgive me because I just installed this, so I'm not gonna be fast. A MIDI folder. Let's see, we got Canary Jewels, guitar trap melodies, right? So this is in a completely different key. Where the fuck are the MIDI files though? All right, let's see. D minor. Can I drag a MIDI file in? Yes, I can. All right. So that's good thing number one. Let's see if the chords change if I just do this. What if I do? So if I decide to make this a G. Oh, there they are. There they are. Okay. Easy money. I just want to sample this part and put it on the MPC right now. This part right here, I just want to throw it through my Phantom, turn on. I already got it. This loop right here. Oh my God. I would kill that. All right. So we got this right now. So that's pretty dope. The original MIDI file. Let's see here. If we pull it out here. And this is in D minor. So let's see if I took this, right? Yeah, you see it's already. And that's that, like this right here. This is all I ever wanted Easy Keys like one to do was to actually do this. Like, you know, if I change the chords, bro, just keep my intervals. Just keep my intervals and go to the different chord. And the old one would struggle doing that. Was chord correction. Oh, that's dope. can I get? Oh no, thank you, Greg. Thank you. You were right. I'm glad that you start. I'm glad that you that you were the first to go on this journey. Because to be honest with you, I was not going to check this out at all. Like I was not into this. You know, I'm like, ever since I figured out how to use my sustain pedal, I'm just like, you know what, dude, I don't need this shit. This dude has a melody called Vince Camuto, bro. My boy's been shopping at that at that damn Nordstrom outlet. Yep, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. man. Gasoline Greg says, for the rest of 2023, I won't be sharing any more gems. Well, we appreciate you. Highlight keys off and on. So you got, they got a little scale mode. That's cool. And it already knows what scale I'm in based on the chords that I'm using. That's what's up. Or we could just use the chord notes. Dope. Scale matching each chord. Oh, yo. This is so have you guys like ever tried to like do chord substitutions? And you got to borrow a chord from another scale, and then you're like, ah, shit, I got to change around a couple melody notes. Like this right here is killer for a piano roll, because you see how the scale highlight changes for, you know, the C. So, you know, like, yeah. So now when you borrow a chord from another scale, or say you're like, stuff like this. This is really good for like learning, right? Because I'll go and take a I'll go and take a sample or something from, or a chord progression from somebody else's song, and it'll be one of those in scalar that has the gray block, and the gray block means it's from out of the scale, and then you can use it here to kind of understand the movement of like, oh, okay, how you have to switch up your melody to make sure that you stay consistent within your chords. That's awesome. That's fantastic, really. That's really cool. What do you guys think so far? What the hell is this? This could this could really help you out with, like, if you want, like, if you were making loops and you wanted to, like, I had a bunch of loops that I was making for like for a trap producer that that I've been trying to work with, and I was sending them to shit, and I was making them all with switch ups, because everybody loves the switch ups. And this, like this little feature right here, you got the chords from the scale, and it's already showing you the borrowed stuff, so you kind of get like a vibe where you're like, um, Greg, let's do that. Let's do that another time, because I uh I don't want to be on this for much longer. But this interface is pretty tough. Speaking of scalar, what are they gonna do now? Well, these are two different products. I mean, scalar's fantastic, but this is a damn near $200 product. Oh, so you could transpose everything from here. That's what's up. What else? Randomize the timing of this note. Yeah, this interface from This was really like 18 nudge shit. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Oh wow. That's bro. Like I'm just thinking of, I'm just like making little notes of little things to sample right now. So user libraries. Where is this folder at? Oh, you just drag them in there. Huh. you just drag those guys in there. Can I make a subfolder? Oh, there we go. Okay. So new folder. And then what do we call this? We're gonna call this drill mellies. All right. And now if I go to drill mellies and I put all these in here. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh. Yeah. All right. Could be children watching. It's just, this is This is too easy. This is way too easy, boys. So I got user mill, and then all I gotta do is pull up over here, right? And look at that. You can already see how it added the 9. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's Greg. This is all I ever wanted out of this plugin, bro. So I could go here and you get your drill melodies. Right? Add subfolder. Rename. Where's rename? This is gonna be we'll call these Dreamville because that's what people think hip hop is now. And then we just pull this down here. All right, how do I send? I'm tired of listening to this piano, bro. Like, how do we need to notice data property files not found for Omnisphere. Possible explanation that the installation was not completed properly. Your Omnisphere patch data needs to upgrade to version 2. Review the installation procedure and install the version 2 data. You are a goof. All right, so if I go to, tell me we got, is the new Keyscape creative patches, like, are they here, or do I need, like, somebody tell me, did they make them, did they make new ones in a new menu, or they just put them all in Keyscape creative? That's gonna piss me off. All right, so what if I want to audition this? Does this send MIDI? Like, can I mute you? Shut up, bro. Nobody asked you. Like, if I go here and I want to get MIDI from Easy Keys 2, is it just... I don't want to hear you. I want to hear you. Drag and drop MIDI from the timeline of music. Man, I know that. I'm just trying to see, you know what I mean? Because motherfuckers gonna ask, you know what I mean? People want it to be as brain dead as possible. So I'm just seeing if I, because that's like the number one thing people ask me when I show this kind of stuff. Is like, hey, how can I get, you know, because there's a lot of people who cook up that they don't have the um they don't have the they're not able to compose solely on a piano. They need to hear the stuff. Manual search, MIDI out, transport controls, track settings, tempo, general tab, MIDI input, MIDI out. Checking this option allows Easy Keys MIDI to be sent from Easy Keys to other software that is also launched in your host out. This option is intended to be used inside the host. Okay. Leave your viewers alone. So here we go. We go to MIDI out settings. Enable MIDI. What's the difference between this and scalar? Listen, there's no difference between this and scalar, bro. You guys don't need this. You guys don't need. Listen, there's two things that you don't need. You don't need converters on your MPC. You don't need better capacitors on your MPC, and you don't need easy keys. just stay away. Do you have RC20 on this Soundcraft Master? No. You could pretty much, like with me, you could pretty much assume that I never have RC20 on a sound. The only thing that I use that's like popular with the kids is portals. Add subfolder. Why not RC20? What did I miss? You ain't miss anything. If you fucking like using RC20, use RC20. Is it cliche now? I I don't I don't I don't know if it's cliche now. I just don't use RC20, guys. There's no more sauce to it than that. I just don't use RC20. You guys understand? Is this kicking your ass? You guys understand what I'm doing, right? You guys see what I'm doing. I'm dragging I'm dragging MIDI files. I'm dragging MIDI files from my DAW's browser, and I'm creating subfolders here so that now I can come back to here, and I've got, because the easy key stuff, like, what always kicks everybody's ass when they look at easy keys and they see like the different MIDIs that come with it. It's the same thing with like people who are worried that they're going to use the same splice loop as somebody, right? Where they're going to be like, oh, somebody else is going to use that, and both of our songs that nobody is going to listen to are going to have the same piano line, right? It's really important to a lot of you guys that your songs that nobody's going to hear might be used by somebody else, who's going to make a song that nobody's going to hear, and that would just be catastrophic, right? Catastrophic. However, um listen, man. Listen, man, I'm talking shit, but I'm showing you all these MIDI files that I have. Like, I'm also you, you know? Um don't ever forget that, bro. Don't ever forget that. I'm also you. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not EA ski like separating myself. You know what I mean? Like we're the same. We're the same, guys. So, but you see what I'm doing? I'm taking MIDI files from my browser and creating my own presets in here. So the difference between this and scalar is that scalar is not going to scalar doesn't allow you to curate its melodies. You know what I'm saying? It gives you whatever those little bullshit, orchestral um, playing patterns, that do not sound good on rap beats. Like you're not going to use that. And what this does is this gives you a more functional way to say like, hey, I'm going to create my chord progression, and now let me try out different melodies up against this. That's the main difference between this and scalar. Like, dude, this guy's got a whole pack of counter melodies. You know what I'm saying? Can Easy Keys 2 pump out Griselda sounds? I mean, yeah, but the thing is, Griselda sounds are so easy. Like that's the thing, guys. Like, this shit's cool and everything, but Griselda sounds is just like all you gotta do. All you gotta do is play the is all you gotta do is play the close notes, man. Like, it ain't. There's nothing really crazy happening there. Like, you just put it up a couple octaves. Ooh, we're doing Griselda, and then you just put the bass note on it. The harder part about Griselda stuff is getting the textures right. The the music theory behind the Griselda stuff is very easy. It's all one chord. But why is this telling me that I didn't install my my update correctly? I don't like that. No, nobody told me if the Keyscape, if like none of you guys got Keyscape Creative. Y'all can't tell me if the Keyscape Creative patches are in a different menu. I might have to restart Studio One. Oh no, I probably don't have to. I'll tell you what I probably got to do. Oh, whatever. I'll restart Studio One. That's what I really want to hear. I want to hear them new patches. Think of Easy Keys 2 as a sessions player. Generate chord progressions with Scalar 2, then give that same chord progression movement with Easy Keys. And if you really want to go deeper, just ... What are we talking about in the Discord? Nothing. Thank you, bro. Easy Keys doesn't have a demo, Greg. I'm not sure if Easy Keys has a demo. Bro, I installed all this shit. I don't know why. Oh no, wait, no. These are the new ones. These are the new ones. Yes. Okay, so they didn't add. Spectrasonics never has sales on their plugins. Yeah, I mean Rolls Royce doesn't have sales on their cars. You don't have to have sales when you're the best. That's subjective. What Omnisphere is the best software synthesizer? No, the fuck it's not, bro. Omnisphere is 100% the best software synthesizer. Nobody is going to tell you. Nobody's going to tell you that it's different unless they are vastly inexperienced with music creation. Like the people who make like the crazy money in music, which are the people who do movie scores for Hollywood and shit, they rely on Omnisphere, right? They don't fucking rely on Diva. You know what I'm saying? They don't rely on Pigments. They're not pulling up Analog Lab. You know, like the people who do the big music, like you guys gotta remember, like hip hop is huge because of streaming, but it's not like anyway. What are blue tines? Oh, what happened? Did they put Griselda's and the Alchemist up in here? Yeah, no, Analog Lab is awesome. any old simple VST, you can make some crazy shit. I mean, yeah, bro, they're synthesizers. You can literally synthesize sound. That's like literally what they exist on this earth for. Yo, yo, these yo, these are just the first four presets. These are these are nice. These are very nice. Craftmaster is Prophet X similar to Omnisphere. Um the Prophet X is similar to Omnisphere in that the idea behind Omnisphere was you were able to take samples and and apply subtractive synth, or not even subtractive synthesis has grown so much, but apply different synthesis techniques to the samples, and you could also add waves, right? So different 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 waves from different sound sources and synthesizers, and then your regular waves. So it was very, it was and the Prophet X, it gives you two analog oscillators, and then it gives you two sample based sound sources that you can use. So the concept is similar. Does it have these crazy? Does it have these crazy reverby movie score sounds? A little bit of them. Yeah, got some of the stuff. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're a new producer, you don't need nothing crazy, man. Just learn the basics of synth and use it. Yo, hey, listen, okay, Lolo, you're new here, so I'm gonna I'm gonna explain this to you nicely, bro. We don't do that here, right? We don't. This isn't the fucking hold hands and make the new producers feel good about not having nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we do here. If you're a new producer, if you're a new producer, you need to figure out how to get some fucking money and invest in your craft. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You don't need to be sitting here struggling with your dreams. You know what I mean? If you're a new producer, you got dreams of, like that's when you have the most delusional dreams. Like if you're a new producer, you're still thinking that you're gonna get a placement. You know what I mean? Like if you're a new producer, you think that you're actually going to have a career in music. So if you're thinking those thoughts, if that's where your mind is at, you're gonna need to go get a bag, my boy, and you and and you're gonna need to go get the industry standard shit. You know what I mean? Because not everybody is gonna get lucky like Pierre Bourne and be able to use purity to cook up for Playboy Cardi. You know what I mean? That's one guy. The rest of the people who are sending in samples, you know what I mean? Like, y'all better get your hack on. And all of you guys that are on that type of time, that are like, oh, if you're a new producer, you don't need to spend a lot of money. Yeah, if you're a new producer, you don't need to spend a lot of money, because y'all boys are just stealing shit anyway. You know what I mean? I used to be a new producer, so I remember what it was like to have all of the same plugins that everybody else had, but I didn't pay for them. You know what I mean? So do not do the feel good cap in the chat, bro. Do not do that when y'all got $60,000 worth of plugins that you didn't pay for. Because if you really believe that, you wouldn't pirate any plugins. You wouldn't pay the $30 plugin man on Instagram to go to do fucking screen sharing on your computer and install Omnisphere. You know what I mean? We gotta. I don't I do not condone that conversation. I like to speak to people honestly, you know? Lolo says, I hear you, man, but I'm talking to the kids if there's any of them in here. Hey, some of them start late. So listen, no, Lolo, fuck them kids, bro. I don't care about them kids. I don't cut on my camera to talk to children. You see my face. You see what's growing on my chin. I don't fucking care. I am not here to inspire children, bro. I don't fucking care, bro. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I hope all of those kids give up. I hope they all quit. I hope they all quit because there's too many of them here anyway. There's way too many of them here anyway. And they're all down to work for free just for the look and the vibe, bro. If I'm being totally honest, those kids are fucking up the game. Because they're down to send loops to top producers, give up their publishing, give up their advance, and then all of a sudden that workflow becomes industry standard. So that when somebody actually asks for, you know, a respectable collaboration, when somebody wants to send a loop, you know what I mean, your favorite producer / YouTubers gotta cut on their camera and be like, what's a fair split for a loop maker? I mean, I know they damn near made half the beat, but I'm the person who knows the artist, so I should be making 80%. That's the reason why those guys talk like that, because they're taking advantage of children. You know what I mean? Children have no space in an adult industry. But I don't think y'all are ready for that conversation, because it's not cool to you know, to step on the kids' dreams. You know, everybody wants to celebrate, you know, the 15-year-old kid who gave his loop away for free and isn't getting paid any money, you know. But man, at least he got to make his dreams come true. You know, like, that was your dream. That was your dream, to get fucked in the music industry, bro. What's this? Oh, let's see. Well, let's see what the Celesto vibe is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not riding out on you, Lolo World. I appreciate you pulling up to the chat and interacting. I just know that I haven't interacted with you before, and I just want you to be clear about what type of time I'm on. You know, since we're just meeting here, like, that's my lullaby for them kids. The clavichord ensemble. This is gonna be chorusy. Let's see. Fritzdale said, "You're right. When you pirate this stuff, you don't max it out, spend cash, and you make the most of it." Yo, that's for real, bro. I tell you what, I could never figure out how to install the Omnisphere cracks, so I never had a cracked copy of Omnisphere. I didn't have Omnisphere till I was like 33 years old or some shit, right? I was like, you know, I didn't get Omnisphere until like 7 years ago or some shit. And I went to Guitar Center and bought the box. And um, what's funny, is I've never had a problem finding presets in Omnisphere, and I maintain that the people who can't fucking find presets in Omnisphere, they're the people that didn't buy it. And the reason why they can't find presets is because they don't have the patience. The people who spent the $500 on this, you can't tell them that they spent $500 on a plugin and there's no good presets out of 40,000 presets. You know what I'm saying? That's whatever. We've heard that sound before. Felt Glock piano. It just sound like Whitney Houston about to come out. Did I get the new Sound Toys reverb? No, I'm not getting no more effects because I bought that Arturia bundle this Black Friday, and it was it's so good I don't want to get lost with something else. They only have 2 new guitars. So the way these work is they'll start with A, and then once you see the alphabetical order kind of restart, those are the Keyscape ones. So they've got like 10 new bells in here. Let's see. Oh, that's a good texture. Nerd Vision, what's up, bro? Long time no talk. $49 for Arturia effects is a deal. Yeah, bro, their effects are really good. Their effects are like really good. Oh, these have got some good textures. These got some amazing textures. Inner warmth, Solinas. You guys know I would do anything for Solinas. Avenger is good as well. What's that? The ReFX one? Can your project with latency get crackles and pops? I don't have those kind of problems, bro. So Studio One, I don't know what DAW you use, but Studio One is I mean, it's the best DAW for a lot of reasons, but the main reason why why like this dog goes so crazy is because of the way that it processes audio. Um, I could set my buffer down to like 64 samples, right? And run an entire beat session. So it'll, and what'll happen is on just on my MIDI inputs, right? So if I have a track clicked, like this one right here, whatever track that I'm monitoring where the plugins are green, it's monitoring that track at super low latency, and then everything else is being is going at like a higher buffer rate. Like, you know how you gotta like turn your buffer rate to like 1024 to get ready your pops and clicks. So like every other track in my session, and I've got crazy shit going on. I've got, you know, I've got all these plugins here. Like, these are all the plugins that I have in the session, right? Everywhere on everything, right? So I have all that shit running, but it's only using 26 CPU. So everything is seeing like, you know, this is just the channel that I'm playing on. I'm playing and I have zero latency. Zero latency, but then everything else I can put a bunch of effects on and stuff like that, and it'll run without popping and clipping. No, I was just saying the effects plugin I tried from Arturio, the demo was eating up my CPU load, and it had projects with latencies and crackles. Yeah, I mean, I have like, dude, I have you, I use those. I never have that problem with the I never have that problem with the damn uh cracking and popping. Your projects get big. I mean, I believe you, but you know, if you want to, I mean, the bottom line is if you want to do big projects, you need a big computer. You know, I have a I have a very powerful computer. I have a very powerful computer, man. Get an RME interface. RME interfaces are very good. If I go here, MIDI output settings, enable MIDI out. Why? I don't want to have to do that every time. Can I make that my advanced? That's a fact. I got one, but I stay on my older Mac because I have all my plugins installed there. Yeah, but I mean, with bro, like, I don't know, like, if you go from Mac to Mac with the migration assistant, you don't have to do anything. You just run the migration assistant, and then you turn on your computer, and it's the same as your old computer, but just on a new machine. Do, 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 do. So where is Okay, so if I got this right, add chords to the selected MIDI. So where's the shit that lets you... I bought the M1 Mac Midi and maxed it out when it first came out in 2020. But yeah, I don't know. I've been slow on the transition. I do love it though. It's fast. But I don't understand, Lolo. Why don't you just run the migration assistant and it'll take your old Mac and put it on the Mac Mini? You're not scared them pirated plugins. You might have to go back to the $30 plugin man on Instagram, are you? You could tell us. We're just gonna make fun of you. But it's not because we don't like you. You're scared it's gonna be slow as your old one. Oh man, you still don't believe in the you still don't believe you still don't believe in the power of M1. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm not gonna sell you on it. I'll let the chat do it, but I don't like that for you. How there was like some that's dope. I'll let you see inversion auto. You could change the octave. But where there's a screen that showed you fucking here we go. Okay, so I got otherwise you will have to run. Yo, what's you guys' problem with Rosetta, bro? And no, and bro, you don't even have to run Rosetta anymore, bro. You just use the audio unit version of the plugins. Oh my god, I do not miss you guys being fucking scared to death of your software not running on Mac. Like y'all watched way too many tech videos from people who hate Mac, and you swore that your plugins weren't going to work on the Mac. Rosetta robs your CPU of powered. You will never notice it. You'll never notice it. I ran Rosetta for a minuto because I adopted early because I ain't ever scared. I was like, yo, we about to do this, bro. Lolo, I told Lolo, I told you we were gonna roast you, bro. But it's not because we don't like you. Just know that. We just want the best for you. So this gives you what, 5 suggestions for each one. You can add more chords. Build up. Yes, bro. Hey, not too much on Lolo, bro. He's over here. He's over here bearing his soul, and y'all are, y'all are, y'all are riding out, bro. So Lolo, the difference between easy keys, and scalar is I couldn't come up with this in scalar. Like I just came up with this loop. You know what I mean? That I'm going to sample into my MPC and make a fucking, you know, boom bappity beat with. And it's just from randomly doing chord suggestions and cutting out this chord progression. I would have never played. I would have never played E major to D minor ever. But because of those chord substitutions and because it was in the context with some MIDI that, remember, I curated. I found that MIDI. I was like, I like this. I'm gonna use it. Right. Analog banger. You wanted to do analog banger. You wanted to do Griselda joints. And there you have it. There you have it. Straight out the easy keys, bro. Rudy Rhythms, what's up, bro? Says it sounds like Bob James. Yes, it does, bro. Yes, it does. I'm gonna save this because I ain't gonna make this beat right now. But I'm going to use the hell out of this sample. Can you show us an example of using easy keys from scratch? Motherfucker, what have I been doing? What do you mean use easy keys from scratch? What are you talking about? Use more words. Because I thought that's what I was doing. Nah, bro, don't you block him. Don't you block him. I just don't I just don't understand what we're asking me right there. I need help. Yo, you guys remember when I used to have people who would pull up to my chat and get like offended and cuss me out? I do not miss those days. Cherry Auto Juno emulator crashed my CPU. That sucks, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. I must have misunderstood, Kraft. You were using MIDI files, right? I meant someone without MIDI files from scratch as a tool for melody creation. Buddy, I don't. I, what the fuck do you mean? Like the whole. And I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't mean to talk to you crazy. I'm just confused and I'm frustrated with myself, not with you. But the whole point the whole point of easy keys is to use MIDI. Like when you start, this is how you start from this is starting from scratch. Right? This is starting from scratch. Sorry. Or here, we'll use easy keys, right? So So you start and you add standard groove and then you wind up what's it called? You wind up in a piano roll. And that's starting from scratch. But if you go and you want to replace the MIDI, right? So you have your chords and then you click replace MIDI and then Easy Keys 2 has a library of all these different MIDI files that you can you know, but you know, the reason why I use my own MIDI files is because I like the MIDI that I curate better than, you know, the limited offerings that we have here. You see what I'm saying? So there is no There is no there is no from scratch. Everything is the Easy Keys workflow is about MIDI files. It's about it's about it's about MIDI files and chord track, you know. That's what that shit's about. No, you can't block two Papa, bro. He hasn't told me that I'm making a fucking Avengers type beat yet. I get it. I completely misunderstood what Easy Keys was the tool, but now you know. Now you know. Now you know. No worries, man. But so, anyways, like you guys that were a part of Easy Keys 1 and what we thought Easy Keys 1 was going to be able to do for us, Easy Keys 2 actually does. Like it really does it. And if you combine this with Easy Bass, like making samples is super easy to get up and started. You know what I mean? As far as from the composition aspect, right? Like you're still gonna, but that's good because if you're not great at composition, you can use Easy Keys to help you out with composition. And if you're more into like curating presets or sound design or stuff like that, you could do it. Or you could just be, you know, a lazy guy like me and find and find a 1 bar loop so you could go make a fucking so you can make yourself a dusty nouveau trap beat.